Ma'am, I can save your father. Please give me one chance.
You, who are you? Why are you standing here? This is not a game.
It was late at night, the kind of hour when a hospital feels heavier than usual. The ICU corridor was quiet, but it wasn't peaceful. Fluorescent lights flickered softly above. Machines hummed in the background. Heart monitors kept beeping, steady, unforgiving. Inside the ICU, a man lay completely motionless, suspended between life and death. For hours, the best doctors tried everything they knew. Treatments were changed, procedures were repeated, medical reports arrived from abroad, specialists were consulted, opinions were exchanged, arguments followed, but every discussion ended the same way. The condition was critical, the damage was severe, and finally, the word no one wanted to hear was spoken: impossible. In a quiet corner of the corridor, a teenage boy stood unnoticed. No white coat, no badge, just simple clothes, slightly worn with time. His hands trembled a little, not from weakness, but from fear held tightly inside. Yet his eyes were steady, focused, because fear was there, but so was something stronger. For years, this hospital had been his world. He sold tea outside these rooms, day after day, night after night. He watched doctors talk. He listened without interrupting. He noticed patterns others never had time to see. And now, as everyone stepped back in defeat, the boy stepped forward. In a calm, respectful voice, he finally spoke. "Ma'am, I can save your father." The corridor froze. Conversations stopped. Footsteps paused. A senior doctor turned toward him, her expression sharp. "Who are you?" she asked. "This is not a game." A low murmur spread through the hall. People whispered. Some shook their heads. Where experienced doctors had failed, how could a tea seller's son succeed? But the boy didn't argue. He didn't raise his voice. "If I'm wrong," he said quietly, "I'll leave immediately. But if I'm right, he will survive." Inside the ICU, time felt frozen. The patient's daughter stood nearby, her eyes swollen from crying. She had already said goodbye in her heart. She looked at the doctors, then at the boy. After a long, silent moment, she nodded, not because she fully believed him, but because hope had nothing left to lose. Reluctantly, the doctors allowed the boy inside. There were no speeches, no dramatic moves. He didn't touch anything he wasn't told to. He only observed and quietly pointed things out. Something wasn't working as expected. A response was missing. A dosage didn't align. The room grew silent as doctors listened. Adjustments were made, carefully, slowly. Minutes passed. Then something changed. The monitor's rhythm began to stabilize. The impossible was no longer certain. Life returned in small, undeniable signs. Outside the ICU, disbelief turned into relief. Tears flowed freely. The doctors stood silent. There was no explanation. The boy stepped back into the background. No smile, no pride, only quiet relief. Because knowledge isn't limited to degrees. Sometimes it lives in attention.